If you're in your 20s and you are either feeling left behind or confused, or it feels like you are second guessing yourself all the time, see, you are not alone. We will be many. Hello, guys. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, for wherever you're watching from. It is I, your girl. It's been a long, long while. I've not had time to shoot a video or post anything or even edit. I actually have a video that I shot, but I didn't have time to edit it. And then the condition of that video, it was just somehow, so I decided to do a fresh video. Hopefully, I'll get time to reshoot that one and edit, then post it. Thank you so much for your love, your comments, your likes on my previous videos. If you are new here, welcome back. Welcome to our channel. If you are an old viewer or an old subscriber, thank you so much for all the time. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for staying with me. Okay, don't worry. When I blow, I'm gonna take all of you to China. Do get it now? So yeah, very quickly, let's talk about something very, very relatable, something very fun, something very interesting. I'm going to be as real as I can. See, I'm talking about life in your 20s. Yeah. I'm talking about life in your 20s. And I'm going to talk about the things that I'm currently seeing as a 20-something-year-old living in this part of the world. I'm going to talk about my experiences. I'm going to be talking about how life is dealing with me. By dealing with me, I don't mean necessarily badly, or I'm just giving an update of what's going on in my life, basically. Is that okay? So sit tight, grab a popcorn. The first thing that I want to say is that, see, in your 20s, you'll be confused. Your 20s will confuse you so much. You'll be in between decisions. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Because most times in your 20s is when you finish school, um university. Your 20s is when you finish service. So what next? Is it job? Is it marriage? Is it business? Is it whatever? Your 20s, from the moment you clock 20 like this, that's when you start having to make some decisions, and they like, so you get very confused. I remember when I was growing up, I said by the time I'm 25, I would have give birth, I would have married. No, I wasn't even tilting towards giving birth and all that. By my estimation, of course, I would have long finished university. I would have like, which kind? I've passed 25 safe, and I'm not even, my whole life is not still put together like that. But I thank God for my journey. I thank God for his help, for his grace so far. Things have been, going well, and glory be to God for that. But it does not mean that I'm not seeing one or two shages here and there. Okay. So yeah, in your 20s, you are going to be confused a lot. Like, people actually make it seem like in your 20s you should have everything figured out. You should know what you want to do with your life. You should know about your career. See, you say about that career. First of all, in this my life, I've learned how to do makeup. I'm currently doing it on my face. I've learned how to plait hair. I'm a part-time hairdresser. I've learned, I think the only thing I've not learned is maybe tailoring, and I know how to bake. Even though I don't know how to use icing sugar to cover, but at least I have the idea. I've learned a lot of things. At first I didn't even know what I want to do. But guess what? Newsflash. What I'm currently doing now, it does not even relate at all with all the things that I've learned. Of course, I've taken courses and all that to be where I am now, but all the things that I actually envisaged that I would do, I'm not anywhere near it right now. So your 20s, you'll be confused. You'll be between in and out of decisions, in and out of you'll be confused. And see, don't be hard on yourself. Your 20s is not a destination, right? Your 20s, you are going somewhere. You're going to go to 30s, to 40s, to 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, God willing. So don't think that because you don't have it figured out in your 20s, then your life has spoiled. Some people don't get it figured out in 30s. Of course, we pray to got our lives put together very early in life, but if your own is not tilting towards that direction, that's not the end of your life. Still keep moving, still keep showing up. One day everywhere will soft. Is that taking? And I actually even feel like you may never really have your life figured out 100%. At some point, So at some point, it will look as if your life is put together. At another point, it will, because human needs are insatiable, right? So at some point, it will feel like, okay, there's something else you're longing for and you're not getting it, and now you're now making it feel like as though your life is still not moving forward and all. So nobody really has it 100% figured out, honestly. So be a little bit patient with yourself, but make sure that you're not deceiving yourself. I think that's the whole idea. Don't say because you're in your 20s then you should not be serious with your life. You should not be able to make decent choices and good choices that will not put you in trouble, that will better your life and all that. So another thing is friendship. See, in your 20s and as you grow older, your friendship will change. And it does not mean that you're a bad person, or it does not mean that your friends are bad people. I remember there's a childhood friend that I have. I even have a lot of our pictures in our photo albums and all that. And we lost touch after maybe nursery or primary school like that. And recently I found her on Instagram. And oh wow, I was so happy that, oh, this person, because I remember the name, I remember her face, I remember, like, for some weird reason, I remember everything. And I reached out to this person and said, oh, I'm so so and so person, and she does not recognize me. And she couldn't remember me. She couldn't remember me. And I kept, okay, I even took the picture because at that time I was at home. So I had the picture, I could easily reach the picture. I took a picture of it, sent it to her. That, is this not you? Is this not, we took a picture together? And she was like, she didn't. And then I was like, okay, no, no, wala, all the best, you understand? Because in as much as I want to reconnect with you, if you don't remember me, what will I do? Will I go and snap all the album in our house to remind you? I try to remind her with everything that I could remember, even her parents and all that. Funnily enough, my parents remember her parents and all that. But that's it. So sometimes your friendship will change. The people that you were friends with in university, by the time you leave university and you start working, you may have relationship with other people. It does not mean that you cannot, you can be cordial with them, but it does not mean that they will now continue to be your friends. The people that I were friends with, some people that I was friends with like some 4 or 5 years ago, because of the place I was at the moment, at that time, because of the place I was, in my life, I reconnected with them. We don't necessarily talk as often as we talk again, but whenever we see, we ensure that we are cordial, talk about, catch up on old times. But it does not mean that because the person that you were friends with 2 years ago, you're no longer friends with the person. That means something is bad about your character. Of course, except if you instigated whatever happened between you. But if not, your friendship will change, and you don't have to beat yourself about it. The people that you will still be friends with in 10 years time, you probably not even met them. So you see, so do you see what I'm saying, that friendships will change? Number three, see, everybody are just winging it. Everybody is just gbogbo ala kan ṣe jama jama. We're just mumo. Do you understand? Everybody is just trying their best to appear, to show up every day. So don't think that somebody's life is perfect, or somebody, see, perfection is a myth. So don't see anybody and assume that, this person has a life figured out. Do you expect me to bring my life that is not figured out to come and use it to do content for you? People don't do that. People don't even show you when they are going through stuff or when their life is, except maybe you are very close to them and you are privileged to know. But it is not the norm that people will come and carry their problem and come and be sharing it on social media. So if you see somebody that is probably, for instance, now, as you see me now, that I do makeup, I wear one hair. You not think, there's change in this guy, and this guy is, our life is, they play my fans, so I'm supposed to carry my face with acne or whatever it is and come and show. And I'm not saying don't be authentic, but I'm just saying that everybody is just trying as much as they can. Everybody is just trying to wing it. Everybody is just trying to survive. Everybody is just trying to show up every day. So you better dust your butts and start doing what you must, and stop saying some people have it more than you, some people are born with silver spoon. Most people are not born with silver spoon. Oh. The people that are born with silver spoon, they are not really much like that. You don't even know them. So you are not born with silver spoon. Don't think that me, I'm born with silver spoon. So everybody is just rugged in it, for real. Everybody's rugged in it. Another thing that I want to say is that, see, you will outgrow places. You will outgrow a lot of hobbies, habits, and you will not even believe it. For instance, some few years ago, I always watch movies. There was one time I was always watching movies. As that time it was time of Zenda where we're collecting. That time Netflix was not everywhere. See now, If you want me to watch a movie, probably tie me down and sit me down. Ibo like aye kosaye, there's no time. Aye wada. There's no time for all those things. I'm watching movie with all the things that are at stake. Of course, in my leisure, but there's no even time in my leisure. My leisure gone. I'm using it to think about, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? What's my itinerary like tomorrow? No time again. So you outgrow some things. And sometimes again, you will now be settled. You'll be able to do the things that you love, your hobbies. But sometimes there's no time. The only thing you want to do is just to hit your bed and sleep and show up the following day. And like that and like that. And you keep rinsing and recycling the same circle. Okay. There are two more things that I want to say. See, as I begin to grow in my 20s, I'm learning to choose my peace. Not even choose. Fight for my peace. My peace of mind is so precious to me. My peace of mind, anybody that's not going to give me peace, any situation that's not giving peace, I'm removing myself asapu from such situations. Like, I'm fighting so hard for my peace. I don't want to. Now I can be inside and the TV is too loud. I'm like, why is this TV too loud? Like, noise self, I don't want anything that is going to be up in my head and affect me. Like, I'm running away from it. So I'm choosing my peace in the way I set my boundaries, in the way I relate with people, in the way I want people to relate with me. I am choosing my peace. I'm choosing myself. I'm learning to choose myself. All those let's just be going, let's see how it goes. I'm very intentional with every detail, every step, everything I do. Best believe I've thought about it. I'm not doing anything that I've not sat down to think. Of course, there are things that I get to be spontaneous about, but very serious and important things. Bro, I am thinking it through and through and through and through, and I'm choosing my peace. Okay? Hope this thing will not take away my peace. So yeah, last but not the least, see, I actually thought that at the point where I become an adult, like there's an initiation, that there's something that will happen, an event that will bring me into adulthood. See, aside from the fact that Mombora me, I'm fending for myself, bills here and there, nothing makes me feel like an adult. I still feel like the person I was maybe some how many years ago. Of course, I've grown, I've seen life differently. But like that adult, like I was expecting one moment to just throw me into adulthood. Um, the moment I realized that I've become an adult was when, say, let me tell you, adulthood is a setup. Oh. The moment you notice that your data finished then and you were able to use your school money, your food money to do 1 gig, well, is that point that you entered adulthood or long? There's no any special moment that is that point you entered adulthood because from 1 gig you say I can do 2 gig now and it's your money. Oh. Before you know that's how you start paying rent. Before you know that's how you start buying clothes, but start buying hair. Before you know that's how you start sending money home. See, if you're waiting for an initiation to adulthood, it will never come. You are an adult. Just continue paying your bills, just continue paying your rent, just continue buying what you want. The good thing about adults is that I get to buy, splurge my money and do anything that I want to do. After I've of course settled my responsibilities and my bills and all, I now me get my money, I can do it anything I want. I can decide to cook soup and eat all the meat inside now. That's it. But aside that, debit alert, debit alert, debit alert, VAT, this one charges, bill. See, bro, don't enter 20. If you enter 20, just jump to the 30s. Don't do 21 to 29 because oh my, your 20s is a real ghetto. Um,